Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family. We're about to go live. Really helping a lot of people with what I'm about to break down on today's call. A lot of people hit me up in terms of, yo, Gotti, I got, mad student loans on my report. I got mad, collections. Today specifically, we're going to stay within the collection and charge off, realm. But this also does apply for student loans as well too. This applies, and I'm going to show you guys how to really bully these third-party debt collectors, because they hold absolutely no power other than the power in which we give to them. I don't know if I'm streaming. Let me make sure I'm logged in. Okay, yeah, we are live. What I want everybody to do is send this live out to at least 3 to 5 people in the Discord, personally. Also, let's get the likes up. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure to show love and, drop a like. That's the least that I ask of you guys, is just to show love right back and just to drop a like. It takes less than 2 seconds. And I don't say this for me. I don't say this for y'all. I say this so that more people can get in tune with this information, because there's real life people going through real life situations, and this information in which we have can help, multiple individuals. So let's make sure that we're doing our part, and let's make sure that we're sharing this out with other people as well. So let me make sure I verify this. Right after this as well too, we're actually going to be hosting a mindset mastery call, in which we host every single Monday. Typically it is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We pushed it back to the evening time because I did want to have more people on this call as a whole. So for everybody that is viewing this live, I'm going to have you guys, if you're not already in the Discord, I'm going to drop the link for that as well too, so that you guys all can hop up on to the live stream, from the Discord, because we are going to be going live. But without further ado, the last call that we did, this is basically a part 2 in essence to the last call that we did in terms of the ultimate deletion. And so the CFPB and FTC sandwich is still going to hold applicable to what it is in which we're covering. And so let me see, let me drop this link for you guys really quick. So if you guys missed the last live that I did this past Saturday, new hack as well too, same title, definitely go check that one out. This will help in terms of you guys getting the understanding upon the information in which we're going over on today's call as well too. And so if you guys do have collections or charge-offs, this call is for you guys. So outside of the CFPB method, outside of the FTC, which I'm going to show you guys briefly in a second as well too, how to go through and draft that up. One thing that a lot of times these financial institutions have charged off the debt, and understand if they charged it off, they counted that as a loss, and therefore they are then again benefiting from it after already receiving the finance charge, after collecting month-to-month payments from you already. After that, they then charge it off. So therefore now they're also benefiting when it comes tax season as well too, because they counted this as a loss, on their ledgers. And so then what they do from there, another way in which they do win as well, is they'll go ahead, and what they'll do is they'll send this to a third-party debt collector, where this third-party debt collector will come and collect, payments upon this. And so I'm going to show you guys more than anything how to handle these third-party debt collectors. Let me see, I got some things pulled up for you guys. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen with y'all real quick. Can y'all see my screen, or can you guys just see me? Okay. Let me know if you guys can see me, or if you guys can only see. Of course, my laptop didn't charge, and I'm not even at the crib. I'm out and about, on the move, and we're at 8%. So we're gonna push this live. So let me see. Can y'all see my screen? Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Only me, okay. So we're not gonna do no screen sharing. What I'll do for y'all tonight, for those that are in the mob, what I'm about to do is I'm about to drop a Cyber Monday sale. So the mob is gonna go from $25 to $15. I'm gonna do that for the whole week. And I'm gonna show you guys how to file and do the CFPB and FTC sandwich within the mob. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draft it up on the call. So above all else, you know, within 1692, so within these complaints with the FTC, I really want you guys to get familiar with that, with the FDCPA. So that starts at 15 USC 1692. You know, of course, always the first letter in which we are sending out to them, cease and desist. You know, if you guys have ever made a payment to them, I want you guys all to look into 1692H, which is multiple debts, and it states if any consumer, let me lower my brightness so we don't die, owes multiple debts and makes any single payments to any debt collector with respect to such debts, such debt collector may not apply such payment to any debt which is disputed by the consumer, and where applicable, shall apply such payments in accordance with the consumer's direction. So now if we've ever, you know, made any payments to them, we can now come and, you know, demand remedy from them as well too, you know, and then also demand back the payments in which we have made to them as well too. So that's 1692H. One thing as well too I want you all to go through and do is validate these debts 1 through 5, one by one though, to these debt collectors as well too. After we've done that, you guys will have multiple different violations. So this is really just building up the evidence in essence, right? It's building up the evidence. We sent them off the cease and desist. We sent them off, you know, the debt validation 1 through 5. We also sent in the multiple debts and broke down how we've made payments to them. We're demanding those payments, and we're also demanding remedy at this time as well too. Now, remedy under the FDCPA is 1692K. So that's 15 USC 1692K, and that's how we hold them liable per violation of $1,000 within the FDCPA. Or it can be any actual damage, and as I always say, you guys are the consumer and you guys define the damages in which have been done. One thing as well too I want a lot of you guys to look more into is defamation of character. You know, that's something in which is happening through just about every transaction as well too, and that's something in which is a damage in which you guys can put the price upon the damage in which have been done from defamation of character. Above all else, you know, we're doing and drafting those up through the CFPB. Also, something in which I do recommend every time you do a CFPB complaint, this isn't mandatory, but it does help, and it does help speed up the process. So if you want to expedite a process, say you guys are looking to go acquire something, you know, ASAP, also send in an attorney general complaint in whatever state you guys are in as well too. That'll only help your guys' case in terms of you guys getting deletions upon these debts. And so the next thing in which I wanted to bring you guys to as well too, and which is going to be huge, especially for all of my mob members, because we do go through within the mob, and I'll show you guys, and I'm going to drop another in-depth step-by-step recording upon literally what to do and how to file whether you do it online or whether you do it through mail, how to file arbitration against these corporations. So what I want you guys to do before even thinking about going through arbitration, especially with these third-party debt collectors, is have them draft up, I want you guys to draft up a notice of dispute for the third-party debt collector. I want you guys to let them know, since they bought this alleged debt from the original creditor, always mention the original creditor's business name, you guys are now subject to the arbitration agreement. So since they purchased it from the original creditor, now they are also subject to the original creditor's arbitration agreement, in which you guys have with them as well too. I'm well aware that just the initiation of arbitration alone will cost them, the third-party debt collector, thousands of dollars, and I know for a fact that you guys purchased this debt for pennies on the dollar. So I'm granting you guys one opportunity to settle this matter amicably. You guys can either pay me $5,000 for the mental distress, anxiety, defamation of character, emotional distress, and or financial hardship that this has caused me. You guys can use either one, or you guys can use all of those in which I did list. You guys must also delete this trade-in from any consumer reporting agency that it's being reported to. I know that just the initiation of arbitration is well over $3,000 for your guys' company. Verbatim, word for word, draft that up. Go ahead and use ChatGPT to help you guys draft this up. Granted, I want it to be personal. I want it to be relatable to you guys, the consumer. I want you guys, to actually, have your story, talk about how, your defamation of character, has been damaged, how you guys have gone through financial hardships, how you guys have, gone through mental distress. I want you to break down your story, with the case in which is at hand with this third-party debt collector. I want you to break down the multiple debts within it, in which you guys have made payments to them. So this is going to help you guys above all else. They're not going to want to go through the arbitration. Like I said, they purchased it for pennies on the dollar. Now we're letting them know you guys are going to be liable just as the original creditor would be, and I'm going to take you guys through the arbitration process just like I'm going to, take the original creditors through the arbitration process as well too. So therefore, from them purchasing it, they are now, liable as well too, and subject to the arbitration agreement from the original creditor. Drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. So that alone right there, family, is going to apply the pressure to these corporations. That's going to put them in their place, and that's going to stop them in their tracks, especially these third-party debt collectors. They're not going to want to go through this arbitration process with them only purchasing this, for literally pennies on the dollar. And especially if we've gone through with them already, we've had them validate the debt, we've cease and desisted all mediums of communication. A medium is also that upon a consumer report. If they don't comply with that, then we'll hit them with 1692K. Damages have been done now. You guys can go out after disputing with them, after putting them on notice of pre-arbitration, apply for certain accounts, apply for a new car, apply for a new mortgage, and say you guys have been denied from those. That's the damage that's been done. The damage that's been done is you guys being denied your God-given right to extend credit to receive an auto loan that you need to take you to and from work, that you need to take you and your kids to and from school, etc. And so those are the damages in which have been done, family. And so damages always come after you guys having quote-unquote bad credit. So you guys having bad credit, that then stems from the inaccurate reporting from these from these third-party debt collectors, or from these debt collectors just as a whole, these quote-unquote creditors. And so from that, family, we can go out and we can not only hold the original creditor liable, but we can also hold the third-party debt collector liable as well too. And so with those steps, family, I want to keep it sweet, short, simple, straight to the point. I hope that this live does help bring clarity to a lot of you guys upon the steps that you guys can take, especially for these third-party debt collectors. Even if it's not a third-party debt collector, go through and put these, original creditors on notice of you taking them through pre-arbitration as well too. After pre-arbitration, apply for certain accounts. After you've applied for accounts, we put them on notice. Right? Notice has been given. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. They've been put on notice. Right? For me, now that they've been put on notice of us taking them to arbitration through the pre-arbitration letter, and we go out and they still don't comply, and then we go apply for certain things, and now damages have been done, now that's only going to help with the case and the remedy through arbitration, which through every financial institution, they all have an arbitration agreement or provision. Go look up your agreements. If you can't find the agreement with them, check out the mob. Like I said, tonight, right after this live, I'm gonna have a Cyber Monday sale. It's gonna be going for the next 3 days, for the next 72 hours from $25 to $15, and within there, you guys will learn how to go through arbitration. I'm gonna upload the video where I showed my mentorship how to go through and file arbitration. I also give you guys more of the steps in which I did just briefly break down to you guys. So if you guys are looking for more in depth upon that, if you guys are looking for the recording upon that, that will be dropped within the mob, family. So above all else, family, that's all that I have for you guys today. Get familiar with the FDCPA, definitely the definition section alone, but what I did cover tonight is 1692C, 1692G, and 1692H, and also 1692K to hold them civilly liable. And so above all else, family, I will see all of you guys live and direct right now. We're about to start the live for this call right now. We're about to start it right now. And I'm gonna see you guys on this live. I'm gonna drop the link right now in the main chat in the public Discord. So I hope all of you guys are, if you're not already in the public Discord, because we will be going live here in the next 2 minutes. And the call is going to start directly at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So in the next 5 minutes, we're going to start out with the 5-minute mindful meditation, and then we're going to hop into the training. This is our mindset mastery coach out in Canada. She's amazing at what she does. She's helped a lot of people. She's worked with some huge companies, some huge names. She just opened up for one of the biggest events out in Canada as a whole. So I highly advise that if you guys are looking to expand your guys' mindset, if you guys are looking to grow as an individual, you guys get tuned into this information, because I promise you it's nothing to play with. This is something in which, it's a privilege to be, dropped every single month, every single Monday for you guys. So I just dropped it right now in the public chat. I hope that you guys all take advantage of it. But at the end of the day, I can't force y'all to, but I will